In today's worship, such seem to be an abomination in the church, at least in the open. On this week's episode of ITT, one who is vested with knowledge across the different 4,300 religions in the world will, with deep references, tell us all we need to accept or reject in the worshiping of God, with blood sacrifices and offerings. Tune in to our channel on YouTube, Influence Media World, on Thursday, 19th November 2020, by 7 p.m. Nigerian time to join in the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also invite someone else. ITT, let's talk the talk. Worshipping God. There are different ways of worshipping God. And in worshipping God or any deity or force, must there be bloodshed? There are series of confirmed accounts from the Jewish and Christianity accounts of creation, where the people of God killed both animals and man as sacrifices and or offerings with the aim to please God. In today's worship, such seem to be an abomination in the church, at least in the open. On this week's episode of ITT, one who is vested with knowledge across the different 4,300 religions in the world will, with deep references, tell us all we need to accept or reject in the worshiping of God, with blood sacrifices and offerings. Tune in to our channel on YouTube, Influence Media World, on Thursday, 19th November 2020, by 7 p.m. Nigerian time to join in the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also invite someone else. ITT, let's talk the talk. Worshipping God. There are different ways of worshipping God. And in worshipping God or any deity or force, must there be bloodshed? There are series of confirmed accounts from the Jewish and Christianity accounts of creation, where the people of God killed both animals and man as sacrifices and or offerings with the aim to please God. In today's worship, such seem to be an abomination in the church, at least in the open. On this week's episode of ITT, one who is vested with knowledge across the different 4,300 religions in the world will, with deep references, tell us all we need to accept or reject in the worshiping of God, with blood sacrifices and offerings. Tune in to our channel on YouTube, Influence Media World, on Thursday, 19th November 2020, by 7 p.m. Nigerian time to join in the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also invite someone else. ITT, let's talk the talk. Worshipping God. There are different ways of worshipping God. And in worshipping God or any deity or force, must there be bloodshed? There are series of confirmed accounts from the Jewish and Christianity accounts of creation, where the people of God killed both animals and man as sacrifices and or offerings.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Influence Doctor. We deeply apologize for that breaking transmission. We blame it on the network providers. We are sorry it has had to happen this way. If your comment if your question weren't attended to before this interruption. Please kindly drop that question or that contribution again on the live chat, and be rest assured that we are going to attend to it. But for the sake of time, we have already spent roughly an hour on this topic, though it is very interesting and we wouldn't love to rush you out of it. As such, drop your comments, drop your questions, and we will definitely attend to it. But right about now, we are moving to the next segment, and that is Magic Box. We are going to take care of the trending topics. Sir, you already know how we do this. These are representing the trending topics for this episode. Whatever color you pick, you're going to tell us whatever it is. So right on your screen here and there, you're going to see the topics that we have for today on each of the color, be it red, blue, or the gold color. Okay, on the gold color, we have NSAS. The number one thing on the NSAS, the NSAS is still trending. A lot of things are coming up. Within the aftermath of the NSAS, aftermath of the killings in Lekki toll gate. So we have the number one on the NSAS, Seun Kuti's MOP, meaning movement of the people. Lagos police take over Fela shrine. MOP is movement of people started first by Fela and Nicola Mokuti, and is now being revived by one of his sons. And I think based on this, Lagos State Police has taken over Fela shrine. On the number two on this same NSAS, we have in federal government, Nigeria Army, and Lai Mohammed react to CNN report on Lekki massacre. CNN has finally brought out their own report, well-investigated report on the Lekki massacre, and the federal government, Nigeria Army, and Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information, good information, has reacted to it. Okay, on the next trending topic on the color blue, we have Governor Umahi of Ebonyi State defects from PDP to APC. There are a lot of stories surrounding this defect. I've watched a lot of videos on this same trending issue. Okay, the next trending issue for this week on the color red is Fayose. My next ambition is to be pastor of Nigeria's president. I don't know which of the president, like the past, present, or future, but he's an ambition, so he's in the future. Okay, these are the topics we have for this week, and I guess I know he's well knowledgeable in these issues, and whichever one he picks is going to tell us all he knows about it, and you are also going to tell us whatever you know on the comment section. Okay, sir? Yes. No. That's not how we do it, sir. Like at this point, sir, you look away. You look away. Yes. Whichever one. Wow.
What if I pick two?
No, just one. And you still pick the same thing. This is magical. So let's have it on the screen. Color blue. Yes. Governor Umahi of Ebonyi State defects from PDP.
Don't go further.
Okay.
I just want us to realize one thing as Nigerians.
Yeah.
The Nigerian politics is never guided by ideology. It is about self.
Okay.
Where you think you can explore, where you think you can thrive, where you think you can excel, where you think you can properly project your ambition. That is all about the Nigerian politics. Governor Mai had seen that his reign in the PDP has ended.
Wow.
A former state vice chairman, governor for 8 years.
He was a deputy governor as well.
A deputy governor and all that. So he thinks that all he needed to achieve in the PDP, he has got. Now he sees himself to be one of the outstanding governors.
But is this a personal opinion or an overview analysis?
It is not personal.
It's an analysis.
It is what is entailed in Nigerian politics.
Okay.
Everybody defects, moves from one platform to the other to secure personal ambition.
Okay.
Governor Mai sees himself to be one of the cleanest governors in the southeast. And
I heard that from him
yes,
too.
of a truth, the man has worked in Ebonyi. I was in Ebonyi recently. The man had done marvelous work, no doubt about that. Now, he believes that due to the happenings within the country and the quest for an Igbo presidency, that he is more qualified. Now, he knows that the PDP as a party, his former party, like what Governor Wike said recently, are looking at what the ruling party will do. So PDP believes that, speaking from the political angle, that if the APC decides to zone her presidential slot to the southeast, and PDP decides to bring in Northern, PDP will take over power. So Umahi, looking at that calculation, knows that it will be very difficult for PDP to agree to project a southeasterner for presidency. So he thinks the best platform for him to go about his ambition and quest for presidency is in APC, the ruling party. And with the fact that he has done marvelously well, he's not my man, I'm not close to him, but because of my little visit to his state, I can say that the man has done well. He believes if it comes to projection, support, he believes he's going to have that support from his people. And outsiders who visit his state will also support him based on what is on ground.
Okay.
So his defection is just normal with Nigerian politics.
Okay, sorry to cut you. I think I took my time to also follow some of the issues, the videos surrounding this issue.
Is it the quarrel between him and his friend, Governor Wike?
And they keep calling themselves friends. Wike kept calling him friend.
No, Wike unfriended him last night.
Okay, so Wike said, just as you're saying, that Umahi has ambition of being a president, and then Umahi, in his response to a press conference and also on a phone interview with Arise TV, he said that he does not have the ambition of being a president. When 2023, that is going to that his political career that is going to step away from politics.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When Buhari came on board, he told us he's going to rule for 4 years.
That's true.
How far?
This is the
problem we have with Nigerians. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem we have with Nigerians is we easily trust people. These persons they scanned us over and over again. They will tell you, I don't have the ambition. I don't want to do this. At the end of the day, they will do it. I will still clap for them. So Umahi might say that, and at the end of the day, he will still come up and tell you, I was pressured. My people want me.
My people wanted me.
So it's a normal language in Nigerian politics. I'm not surprised that he said that at the long run, that he has no interest in running for the presidency. That's why I sometimes like Wike. When Wike was asked, he said if the whole thing is narrow to River State, or maybe South, he might see how to lobby. If from South and it comes to River State, he will run.
He will run.
Straight up. Straight up. So the my drama, I think, is just normal. I am not surprised. Even if Wike today defects to APC, I will not be surprised.
That's true.
I will not be, because it is normal. The Nigerian politics is not guided. No political party has an ideology.
It's just individual ambition and
just your ambition. They are driven by their ambition. Because if their ideologies, the party will have a template. If we go into government, these are the things we will do. All the promises. We are seeing the change now. $1 is now equals to 1 naira. Petrol is now 45 naira per liter. These are the realities we are facing. A bag of rice is now less than 7,000 naira. And David West. And you promised also. But in all, Umahi's decision is not out of place, considering the fact that he is a Nigerian. And this is how we play our own politics. So he's still online.
Okay. That reminds me of Timaya's new album. In one of his tracks, he said, Nigerian politicians don't have conscience. Okay, thank you very much.
But I would have loved to touch a little about his NSAS.
That's what I'm about to say. The other topics, the other trending topics, whatever you know about it.
Just something. The government of the day is making a very serious mistake. I
One
say
or
this-
many?
A very serious mistake. Let me just try to confine it to one.
Okay.
After the NSAS protest, those of us who normally ply on Nigerian roads, we discovered that our police were very humble. A police officer will see in your car, at first they were not on the road.
Yes.
And I bet anybody to come and tell me why the police were off road for over 2 weeks. Crime rate reduced.
That's true.
Statistics of crime reduced. So I tell people that most of the reported crimes are fictitious or committed by those that are supposed to police the system.
And that's why when the crime is ongoing, they are nowhere to be found.
Found, yes. Now, when it comes to this NSAS issue, if you observe, the federal government is now clamping on those that sponsored or sort of contributed to the
We are
success
the
of the
forefront.
movement. Yes. And I can tell you now that the police have started misbehaving again.
Yeah, I saw an incident this evening.
Just yesterday morning, I was driving out. I got to from Abloma down to Amadi police station. They stopped me just at about 20 minutes past 5 a.m. They would be outside all through the night. They come out that early hour as if those who move illegal goods move that early. They stopped me and I was like,
Worshipping God. There are different ways of worshipping God. And in worshipping God or any deity or force, must there be bloodshed? There are series of confirmed accounts from the Jewish and Christianity accounts of creation, where the people of God killed both animals as sacrifices and or offerings with the aim to please God. In today's worship, such seem to be an abomination in the church, at least in the open. On this week's episode of ITT, one who is vested with knowledge across the different 4,300 religions in the world will, with deep references, tell us all we need to accept or reject in the worshipping of God with blood sacrifices and offerings. Tune in to our channel on YouTube, Influence Me.
if they had done that, I tell you, we would have had a very decent and nascent police system. But clamping on those who sponsor this, going after the hoodlums who went out to destroy things, is welcomed. Because the protest has nothing to do with you going to destroy government properties, looting and all that. Going after those whose videos are online, fine. But try to clamp on those who